In this video, we'll be learning how to cut and sew, how to make this beautiful and gorgeous sleeve that is sitting pretty on this dress that you're currently seeing on your screen. Hi, my name is Oluwatosin. In case this is the first time you're coming across my channel, and you're welcome. To all my returning subscribers, you're also welcome. In case you are new here, please consider subscribing to this channel, and don't just subscribe, turn on the notification bell so you will get notified when next I upload new video on this channel. And to all my returning subscribers, thank you a lot for stopping by today's video. So for this project, all you need is crinoline and of course your fabric. And this particular crinoline that I'm using is 2 inches wide. You have to be mindful of this because you would not want to cut a fabric that is wider than your crinoline. So the crinoline we are working with is 2 inches wide. So whatever fabric we are cutting, after turning must be like 2 or at most 2¼ inches wide. So firstly, I start by cutting the pencil sleeve. I'm not going to dwell too much on that. I have a detailed video on how to draft, cut and sew a pencil sleeve on my channel. The link will be up and also down in the description box. So after cutting the pencil sleeve for both sleeves, I marked how long I want, like the length of the net on the pencil part of the sleeve. I used 5 inches in this case, and then I cut it out. I'm going to be cutting this out on the net that I'll be using. So I proceeded to placing it on the mesh, and then I cut it out, leaving ½ inch allowance that I'll be using to join the net to the Ankara. I added that ½ inch allowance to the portion that I cut out. So after this, the next thing is just to place the net on top of it the way I'm doing, right side facing right side, and then I'll be joining that together for the two sleeves. Now for the flare part of the sleeve, for the part that drops down to the ground of the sleeve, what I did was to measure a fabric that is 25 inches wide, and then the length is the normal 46 inches length for cotton Ankara. This 25 inches depends on how wide you want it to be. I folded that into two, but because it will not go around the whole of the pencil part of the sleeve, I measured out the portion that this part will not be inside. I hope what I'm saying is clear. I divided that into two as well, and then I just marked that down with the help of my straight ruler. Just place your ruler the way I placed mine, and then you mark it downwards and you just cut it out. After this, I measured 2 inches at the lower part because I don't want it to be too pointy, and then I just marked 2 inches upward and then I cut it out. The next thing to do is to cut the part where the crinoline will be. For this, you are going to be cutting 8 pieces. So I cut 8 pieces for each sleeve, and each piece measures 4½ by 9 inches, because on fold of 2 I want it to be 4 inches long and 2 inches wide. I cut out 8 pieces for this. I cut 8 for right sleeve and then 8 for the left sleeve. So the next thing to do is to fold this into two, and then I'm going to turn it. After turn it, I'll press it. I'll press the joining to the middle. I won't leave the joining on the side. I'll press it to the middle. So I did this to all of these 16 pieces, and I gave it a very good press. And here is all of them. The next thing to do is to pass my crinoline into each piece. So I'm going to pick up my crinoline and then I'll be passing it into each of them. The way I'll pass my crinoline, I'll leave like 1 inch. The crinoline is not going to cover the whole length of this piece. I'm going to leave like 1 inch. Now the length is 9 inches now. The crinoline is going to be 8 inches inside. I hope what I'm trying to say is clear. So I passed, and once I'm done passing the crinoline, you should not press it again, because if you press it, it's going to deform or it's going to go flat. It won't be curved or round the way you want it to be. It's not going to be bouncing well. So once you are done passing your crinoline into each piece, you should not press it again. I hope what I'm trying to say is clear. So I passed my crinoline into all of these 16 pieces. Please, if you are still with me at this point and you've not subscribed, consider subscribing to my channel. So this is what 4 looks like. You can see that it's already bouncing. So I'm going to be using 8 for each sleeve, like I said. So when I was done passing the crinoline into all of the 16 pieces. I picked up my pencil sleeve and then I attached the net part on the Ankara part of the pencil sleeve. The next thing to do is to shape. So I measured the round sleeve divided by 2 and the armhole divided by 2 on the main fabric, and then the lining, I just placed the lining on top so that the mark can appear on the lining as well. And then I did this to both sleeves and I proceeded to shaping. Just make sure that the shaping or whatever measurement you are using for the main sleeve, the main fabric is what you should use for the lining as well, so that one will not be tight and then the other one is loose. So the next thing after this is to attach the flap part of the sleeve, the part that is dropping to the ground on the pencil part. So on this joining side, I'm going to mark the middle of this long part, and then I'll be pinning the middle of the long part to the part that I joined. Then I'm going to stitch that down first. Remember I said that this will not go around the whole of the pencil sleeve. So this is what it's looking like when I was done stitching it on the pencil part. The next thing to do is to attach the part where the crew line is. So I'm going to be attaching all of the eight into the pencil sleeve at this point. So I already marked the center front of the pencil sleeve, and I'm going to pick this up, fold it into two like this, and I'll be stitching each of it on the pencil sleeve. So this is going to start from half inches beyond the, like half inches beyond where the flap part starts from on the pencil part. I hope what I'm saying is clear. Then it's going to stop at half inches beyond where the flap part stops on the pencil part of the sleeve. So I attached the whole of the eighth into this, and at this point this is what this sleeve is looking like. It's already looking so beautiful. The next thing to do is to start turning your, you have to turn where you joined it, where you joined the flap part, and this part where there is queue line to the pencil part, you have to turn that, and where you joined the net to the pencil part as well, you have to turn that. And remember that we shaped the main fabric for this pencil part of this sleeve, we shaped it separately and then we shaped the lining separately. So I'll pick up the lining and then I'm going to put it inside the sleeve like this. At this point, the wrong side of the sleeve is facing the wrong side of the lining. I'll make sure that the two joinings are directly facing each other. The two joining for the main fabric and the joining for the lining, they will be facing each other. Wrong side is facing wrong side at this point. Then right side has to face right side before I can turn a thing like this. So I'm going to flip it over, flip the right side of the lining to the right side of the main fabric, just the way I'm doing. I held it down with my hand, then turned it to the inside, and now I'm going to look at the way I'm flipping it. Right side is facing the right side now. Right side of my main fabric is facing the right side of my lining now. So I'm just going to put that one inside so that it doesn't get in my way, and then I'll be stitching round the whole of that area. I hope that is clear. So after stitching down, this is what it's looking like. You are now going to turn it, turn the right side out, and now you succeeded in turning the down part, like the round sleeve part. The next thing to do is to turn the up where the net is joined to the Ankara. This is what this part is looking like now. You can see that it is turned. You can as well use hemming gum, like you can turn it with hemming gum. You just sew hemming gum down on it as you are turning, so that when you press, the lining will stick down perfectly on the Ankara. So to turn this part now, when you open it up like this, The wrong side is facing the wrong side of the lining, and you know that right side has to face right side before you can turn. So you're just going to flip flip the right side to face the right side. Just watch what I'm doing. So after turning, this is what the inside is looking like. I've succeeded in turning everywhere now, apart from the part that is going to enter the armhole. So at this point, there might be a need to retrim the armhole. So whatever your armhole is, just trim it out to the measurement, and basically that is it. Don't forget that you should not press where you inserted the crinoline, like the part where the crinoline is, so that it does not become flat and go out of shape. Thank you so much for watching. This is the outcome of the sleeve when I was done doing all those things I said. I hope someone found this video helpful or interesting. If it has been helpful or interesting to you, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. And in case you have any questions, don't forget that the comment section down below is open to your questions. Thank you a lot for watching. I'll see you in my next video. Bye.